Yo, 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 this is Paco down here in the gaslight, cold outside in my car. Gotta smoke my jizz joint. You know that I got this one's from Information Entropy, Dogamain Swamp. I don't know, some swamp or monkey butter or whatever the fuck name they are nowadays. Yeah, nice little pre-roll. The only problem with the pre-rolls sometimes is they roll too tight and they don't hit so good, but we'll see how that goes. But anyways, I'm starting a new series, I think, about kind of like the idea like Diaz's joint, smoking a joint. A big fan of his the last 2 years, but talking about the online dating challenges or difficulties of being a monk in the world. And that's my vocation, like my career, my vocation. I figured out 6-7 years ago my passion, like somebody's a musician, an athlete, a business person, and they follow their dreams to the fullest. My passion is to live like a monk. I've had an affinity with monastic life since I fell in love with the work and the life of Thomas Merton. Probably the greatest book ever written about contemplation and what it means. Is the New Seeds of Contemplation. Raman Panikar, an amazing monk, priest, intellectual artist, wrote a book called Blessed Simplicity. And the idea is that you cut off everything that is unnecessary for your spiritual growth, like a tumor. Anything that's impeding your spiritual growth and development. And then the other book about how to live like a monk in the world is Wayne Tisdale, saying basically living like a monk in the world. And so once I got bitten with that bug of the passion and enthusiasm that, you know, the contemplative life is always fresh, it's always new, it gets richer, it gets deeper. And so now how do I live? You know, I'm working, so I'm able to integrate work, and I got my apartment, and I can function very well. And the key thing has been my mental health, even though I'm crazy on my posts and stuff like that, but my mental health has been the best it's ever been in my life. My clarity, my stability, and that's the part of the creativity and the expression of getting that stuff out. So if you meet me in the world, you would see something different from my posts, because I'm calm, I'm relaxed, I'm peaceful, I'm tranquil, calm, you know, for the most part. You know, I have my, but I'm getting balance by not trying to get balance. I'm getting harmony by not trying to get harmony. I'm getting into flows and rhythm by not trying to get in flows. I'm awakening to yoga by not trying to practice yoga, that you just do it and do it and do it and do it and do it, and then it becomes in your grain, in your DNA, and it just becomes natural, where you don't have to force. That's the beauty of the spiritual life, or anything, where things just kind of flow naturally or organically, and you start living out of your intuitive nature and inclinations instead of, you know, living in your head. So that has kind of been interesting. So let's just fire up this joint, try to make sure. It's a funny story. My man Salter, after the bar, maybe this is like in August or something like that, I got fucking charged. I shouldn't have gotten charged. They said it was a free pre-roll over at Urbana in Ann Arbor, and it cost me like $25. I came, what am I gonna do? I come back home, I see that they charged me for the pre-roll. But anyways, me and Salter were taking a nice walk over here in Mount Storm Park, and I get the fucking joint, and it just boats. I mean, it boats terrible. I'm not even, like, I got like 6 or 7 hits of a $25 pre-roll. Are you kidding me? It just boated terribly. So hopefully this one's a little bit better. So I'm just talking about, I've been the worst online dating. Man, I've fucking been doing it forever, and I suck at it, for whatever, for a variety of reasons. And online dating, how I look at it today, it's like a free market, and it's honest, and it's truthful, and you can't get bitter. And it's the same thing. You can't get too high, and you can't get too low. You got to stay even keel. You got to stay humble. Don't get arrogant. And it really checks out your weaknesses, because I know that with women, especially attractive women, there is no liberalism. There is no I'm gonna go down the scale because some dude had a bad life. No, these women attractive ones who got careers, they're gonna pick the best selection out there, the top quality, high value men who are attractive, who got careers, money, blah blah blah, stable and all that stuff. And so I have to recognize that and accept. If you don't like how the if you don't like how the rules go down, then go do something different. So anyways, so it's just been seeing my growth and progression. So I started getting back online dating again Friday. So Tinder and Bumble, right? Tinder seems like it's had a lull about like 4 or 5 years ago, but I think some more high quality women, attractive women, are going on there, so on and so forth. So my MO, through my insecurities and overcompensations for a variety of things, being a pizza delivery guy, living in a 400 square apartment with a mattress with no fucking furniture, and kind of live like a slob. I overcompensate for that, for those insecurities, lack of financial security, not having a nice car, blah blah blah, all that. And so my MO, then I come over the top. I lay down way too thick with my intellectual, creative, artsy-fartsy shit, and I scare women away because I'm afraid they're going to see who I really am, and they're going to reject me because they're going to think I'm weird and I'm crazy and I'm fine. And so those are also some of the things that I've had to deal with past mental health issues. If women are going to run away or be reticent of dating me because of mental health issues, so on and so forth, even though I'm healthy and I just live a alternative lifestyle. I'm an outsider, so that's how I come today, that I'm basically just an outsider. So when I first did, I think last February, I think I was on Hinge, and I caught the attention of the eye of this smoking hot Russian chick, dude, like banging, like 5'1". She was a pharmacist. She just got out of pharmacy school, like 28, I think, 27, 28. I'm 42 at the time, so that's a whole nother thing in itself, being able to try to date women. Maybe I could go 37, 38, but trying to get below 35, especially if you don't got cheese. So I caught this woman's attention on Hinge by something I wrote, like one of the questions, like, dating me would be like. So dating me, like a Jeff W., dating me would be like listening to jazz and watching the movie Waking Life. Like I don't take what my sweatshirt did, my favorite movie of all time, this philosophical, avant-garde, animated, surrealistic shit. And she bit on that. She like, ooh, that sounds real fucking, I forget what she said, how she commented on it. Trippy and cool. So that was the kind of the vibe, the energy, the aesthetic, trippy, cool, yoga, all that kind of art, but I'm whatever, stable, and I'm fitness and conditioning. And so I started to get into a nice little rapport. That's the key thing with online dating. You have to get a rapport. You have to get a rhythm. You have to find our nuances. It's complete balance. That you can't lay it on too thick. You can't be too heavy. You can't be too rush into things hasty. I guess that's the right word. You can't be too hasty, and you got to be confident, and you can't be too cocky and arrogant, but you can't be passive. So it's really just the middle path, really. So that's another thing about how to use online dating for enlightenment. It's the middle path with women. And so so I'll go back to the pharmacist. So I'm dropping all the Russian shit right off the bat. I gotta fucking tell her I listen to Stravinsky and Tchaikovsky, and I like Tarkovsky, fucking Stalker movie, and Rachmaninoff, and Tolstoy, and fucking Russian ballet, and I'm fucking talking about Alexander Mogilny and shit, and Sergei Fedorov. God damn, I'm just trying to lay it on real thick that I want her to like me. I want her to like me, into me, engage with me, because she's funny, she's got an edge or whatever. And so what happened is she started asking me what I do. That's the other. What do you do for a fucking living? And that's a lot of times they run away when I say deliver pizzas. And so I manned up, deliver pizzas. She didn't respond for a little bit. We talked a little, and then I started laying it on thick, like fucking heavy kind of shit. And it scared the shit out of her. So what I learned, that's just been my MO of my insecurities, feeling not good enough in certain areas, and then I overcompensate in other, and it comes off contrived, it comes off needy, it comes off desperate. That's the key thing. That is one of the number one, they run away. When you sound clingy, desperate, you're a beggar, because it comes from a lack of insecurity and you're not good enough. And then they know they're gonna date you, and then you're gonna control them and try to fucking keep them hostage and possession because you think that you're not good enough. Then they're gonna go fuck another dude, so on and so forth. So I scared her away. Now, fast forward to this time. What I've learned: take your time. You know, you have to engage them, look at their profile. You have to be levity. You have to make them laugh. You got to make interesting. You got to give them attention, like you're not just trying to, which I'm not, but that's a lot of the women. I'm not here just for a hookup. I'm not here just for a hookup. So this one woman who has like 20 disclaimers of deal breakers on her, I'm like, yes, she's awesome. Like, she's a channel, like 20 fucking deal breakers, right? That's like the path to enlightenment, to get into, is how difficult and how challenging, and how can you let go of the results and stay detached from the outcome. So that's the other, like, karma yoga. How could I be honest, true, sincere, let go of the surrender, let go of the result, and just do the work, and be myself and be authentic, which is not easy. Bruce Lee said that shit, right? And that's where it comes down to. I could do some cocky moves, and I could be smart and fancy and linguistics and lyrical and poetic and stuff, but to get honest and authentic with some of my flaws, of the truth of not being able, really, I would feel very uncomfortable to bring a woman back to my apartment because of how I fucking live. You know, I'm not bragging, but I live better than most fucking starving artists. Which starving artists back in the day, the Gogons and the fucking Saisons and the whatever out there that have had starved and to, you know, Gogon going to Tahiti and shit, and I think he went to Peru, whatever, would be envious of my situation of being able to have an apartment, running water, food and stuff. But this day and age, it's not the coolest thing for women to want to come and chill the fucking some squalor, studio rat kind of shit, fucking talking philosophical Nietzsche and all that kind of shit to 3 o'clock in the morning, smoking blunt. But I can't even smoke in my apartment because I'm afraid if I smoke like last time, I'm gonna get fucking evicted. So anyways, it's still going yet. Oh, I think it's out. So anyways, let me just light this motherfucker up again. This one's not hitting too bad. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Well, anyways, so this chick's got like 20, I don't know, you gotta have a career, you gotta have a house, you gotta have a fucking car, which is not bad. Like, this is the brush your teeth, hygiene, take a shower every day, exercise, I don't know. She just had tons of stuff, deal breakers on there, and there's like 20, and I probably maybe qualified. I have 12 or 13 of them. Fuck it, whatever. She's hot. Like, she's a 10. She's like in a Drake video. That was the joke that I made when I started to get a little rapport. I'm like, you're in the bottoms, came from the bottom up, and she's definitely got an apple bottom on that, and she showed it like 3 out of, what is it? Tinder's 8 pictures. Like 4 or 5 of her pictures were in her workout clothes, like tight as hell. You know, I mean, damn. Like basically going in a bathing suit and like tight ass, whatever, Under Armour, fucking Nike shit they wear nowadays to the gym. like super fucking hot, beautiful. Right. And it was a real profile. Instagram, and she had the blue check. I've been catfished before, and it's choppy. It's kind of mechanical. Wasn't too much, and so for me, I had to say something clever on Valentine's Day. Long story short, we got a nice rapport. So it was nice for me to be able to just have fun, be light, have a sense of humor, like a sampler. That's all that I'm doing. And online is like life is a box of fucking mystical monk chocolate, and there's 20 different styles, varieties, and I'm just trying to figure out what style, what variety, what kind of personality, passion, interest. She more soft, sensitive, fire. So all I'm trying to do is just feed her chocolate that stimulates and arouses her mentally, physically, sexually, and emotionally. That's where it all is the foreplay comes right before the bedroom. Well, I'm not a fucking sex expert. We'll get down in this in multiple. So of making her feel comfortable, making her safe, trustworthy. You're kind, but you're also strong and firm. Blah blah blah. That you're gonna be able to have clarity and make decisions. And if dudes fuck with her, you're gonna step to these dudes. Whatever. She's your queen. You're not gonna let no motherfucker step in. You're like, nah. When it comes to my woman, it's over. That's when all the pacifist, sensitive shit. If you fuck with people I care about, love, and the other thing is, if you unjustly try to take from me what's mine and you invade my personal boundary space without a warm welcome, you're in trouble. That's all I know, because I know how to knock out a man's jaw without throwing a punch. Now, these savages out here, these stupid motherfuckers, are still low IQ and don't know how to fight chess style without using all these weapons, and that's that primitive shit. But I don't know if that's just totally to the white man, the disease of using all these savage, barbaric, just total nihilistic fucking nuclear bombs. Like, are you serious? Are you really that fucking your frontal cortex isn't developed, or you're having higher level thinking and logic of how to deal with your problems without violence, physical violence? I don't like any violence coming at me. I try my life force is always put some love, peace, and positivity out there, because I know whatever. That's a whole nother story. Yeah, I'm killing this fucking joint pretty good. And so, getting in a nice rapport, I'm using music, it just feels good. For myself, that this beautiful woman, 30 years old, I'm 43, and the only reason is because I'm sure a lot of these other dudes don't have the lyrical, linguistic skills and variety of ways to engage in women, to just like a sampler, just like wet their palate to keep them coming back for more, to have some enigmatic, mysterious shit. But the enigmatic and mysterious shit takes a fall if you ain't a lot of times having a career, you ain't pushing a nice car, you don't have a nice crib where they can come and chill and drink some wine and all that kind of shit. They have a nice dinner, some fucking salmon, whatever. So, and a dog and all, how they love all that shit. But I'm a fucking poetic pauper and shit. Yeah, that's nice in fucking 1890, but this is 2021, right? So my time will come with the money. I know that's coming, but that's a whole other story too. I'm getting long-winded on this motherfucker. Excuse me. So I came with the fucking mad game. So I just basically told her, what do I have to do to convince you to come out on a date with me? What you know what I'm saying? Like I go like this. I go like this. All I'm asking, I don't know. I didn't say all I'm asking, but I guarantee, just come out with me, and you'll have a good time. We'll have fun, and by 5 minutes or whatever I said, the first half of the drink, by the time you finish half of your drink, and there's no chemistry, you can bounce. Like, no strings attached, just bounce. You could go, I'll put my tail between my legs, I'll go back, whatever, I'll pay for everything. Like, basically saying you have no obligations, there's no strings attached. I just think you're a very beautiful woman. She's smart too, she's got a lot of other stuff going on. And I just wanted to, I just really want to get to know you. But she just said, just to let you know I'm not looking for a hookup. And I said, okay, yeah, I respect that. You're very, you're smart, you're attractive. I like to get to know you, blah, 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 threw some other shit in there. I asked, what can I do to make you feel whatever, more cool, comfortable, to want to come out with me and chill. And she says, you got a social media. And it was over right there. One, I'm a weird motherfucker. So my social media is who I am, authentic, and there's some lot of weird, eccentric, off-the-wall shit. That's who I am. I'm not going to fake and act like I'm going to put all these pictures or on holiday and vacations and drinking fucking coconut water in Costa Rica and surfing and skydiving and riding camels and elephants and shit like that. Whatever, I'm keeping it real. So you look at my shit, there's fucking me stoned out of my mind on the fucking streets with Bill Shakespeare, smoking a joint. I'm drinking outside. I'm fucking drinking by myself in my apartment. I've had problems with substance abuse over the summer. I'm using alcohol, you know what I'm saying? So I'm keeping it real. I got flaws, but I'm not a liability. That's okay. And so she's gonna see that I'm weird, that I'm eccentric. Maybe she's gonna think I'm crazy. Good probability, more crazy than eccentric, psychotic maybe even. And I don't have loot. All right, I don't have loot. There's no flash. There's no bling on my shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just me living in my world, doing my workouts, doing my raps, my reading, just having a good time, living life outside in the Cincinnati streets or Cincinnati parks and shit. That's how I roll. And this was last afternoon. I haven't heard back from her. Soon, I haven't heard back from her at all. And I said this afternoon something, well, no big deal. You probably looked at my social media page and probably thought that I was a little too eccentric for your taste. No hard feelings. All was well. And I said, I want, as the outsiders go, I said, stay gold until the end. Some poetic stuff, whatever stuff. So I just even just to be able to just not take it so seriously. I knew not. There was like a 1% chance when I saw this woman that I would see her in real life, in person. I didn't even think I would get that far. I mean, she's got mad dudes on her. She's smoking hard. She's a 10. So she's got probably like every 99.9% of every mother's fucking swinging dick on that is gonna. She's got 4 kids though too. I'm like, damn, you're saying no hookup. And half of your profile, you got everything hanging out, your ass, goddamn, on fucking benches. I'm getting my dick hard, even watching your profile and your pictures and shit like that. Hookup. Dude, if my mom dukes, goddamn, some of these women out here, well, like, you know what? Now I want to give a fuck. Like, that's just like women. I just want women to express themselves. I don't give a fuck how they want to express themselves. And so that one went down for the count. And so I'm doing better. And the key thing for me is I only took a couple pictures up. So I went back on my fucking Instagram. I got about 130 posts. So I took off like 5 or 6 that probably just, just to trim a little bit. I mean, I left my apartment on there, bro. Anybody's like, I left my fucking, how my apartment looks, seriously, no furniture, a mess, fucking water bottles back then, beer fucking cans all over. I got my TV on my keyboard. I got my fucking TV or my computer, my desktop monitor on a card table. I use fucking Amazon boxes and shit to fucking put shit on, or my sneakers. Dude, it's just a riff. It's just me though. That's how I do my thing, man. I can't change now. I'm gonna be 44 next month. So I just took off a couple photos, whatever, and I'm like, damn. I looked at I had one of them where I had like my TV tray. I forgot I did this. And I had all my contraband. I had fucking a 40 on there. I had edibles. I got 5-hour energy. I got coffee. I got fucking bags of weed. I got fucking blunts and shit. Oh my God. When I'm not drinking, I haven't drank it for 3 months. I don't think I don't want to. What? I'll end it with this. Is what I'm trying to do, even with creativity and art, with Facebook and stuff like that, endless poetry, Alejandro Jodorowsky, just living a life that ends as poetry in that stream where the creativity just flows out naturally. So what I'm trying to do, my dating profile is just making an online work of art, that it's continuity, that it's in synthesis with all of my life. So it's just kind of flows with, I want online dating or dating just to flow naturally. I don't want to force it. I don't want to push it. I don't want to sweat it. I don't want it to be a burden on me. I don't want it to be a woman. I want to keep the shit loose. Like, that's where comes the boxing, like Sugar Ray Leonard versus Wilfredo Benitez. Wilfredo Benitez, my brother, he's strong. I don't think he passed yet, but my man was goddamn Wilfredo Benitez. What a warrior, what a life. These boxers go through tumultuous lives. Wilfredo Benitez, he's fucking paralyzed. I don't even think he could talk. He's on a feeding tube, my man. That's what Sugar Ray's masterpiece. I'm not a biggest fan when Sugar Ray Leonard a lot. He ducked a lot of fights. Sugar Ray Leonard's over fucking rated, dude. I mean, he had his moments for like 3-4 years, but he didn't have the career, the longevity of a lot of great boxers. So that's just in my opinion. Sugar Ray Leonard is how, in the boxing room outside, he had a lot of problems. I don't get into that. But Sugar Ray Leonard was smooth. He was so handsome. He was so fluid. He was so natural. He was just comfortable. It was just butter. Like, he was just floating. It was like jazz, smooth. It was like he was like Sugar Ray Leonard versus Wilfredo Benitez was like Miles Davis, Kinda Blue with John Coltrane, Bill Evans. Sugar Ray had a smoothness, a lyrical flow. He had power. So getting back to the point of how am I fucking using Sugar Ray Leonard? Oh. Shit. But just being real loose. Real loose, real free, not balling free with women, and just like trying to just glide with them a little bit. So that's what I'm realizing now. It's all with women now. It has nothing to the truth. Women will tell you. That's the thing. Women will, before the words come out of a woman's mouth, she'll tell you. If you're in tune, see, you have to be in tune to all the women around you. If you're in sync and you're attuned to her vibe, her frequency, her emotional, where she's at emotionally, you know to leave her alone. You'll know if you need to help her to smile, to laugh, to give her support, clarity, direction, whatever it may be, a lot of space, and you're attuned to that, and it's in her body. That's why I think women, need, especially in this culture, is the body and the healthy flow of energy, of where, a lot of times the chakras are blocked, and especially in this culture where women are repressed. We all are. I'm sexually repressed. I have been for fucking, I don't know, probably since I learned about sexuality. This is going on longer than I thought. Yeah, the first and second. So you have to. I'll shut the fuck up after this. The key thing with women in the first two chakras, that's all the heat. It's all desire. You have to communicate. This is the thing. It's safe for a woman to be highly sexual, highly erotic, to have multiple orgasms, to just be fully awake, alive, sexual being, that it's healthy, it's good, it's natural, it should be supported, it is encouraged, right? But at the same time, it's not an ego trip. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing about you. Like, you don't make women come like climax. You just you set the tone or the conditions for her to be relaxed, and the waves and the vibrations that you touch in a certain way get her in the mood and get her in a wow where she could release herself. So you gotta turn a woman on and help her to open up by relieving stress, anxiety, tension, aggravation, have her and that if when a woman is sexually empowered or sexually uh, um, loud, or I don't, not loud, but just really into it and passionate and fucking just tearing whatever, going as hardcore and wild and freaky and nasty, you're not gonna shame her. You're not gonna make fun of her. You're not gonna call her a slut. You're not gonna then be, look at, man, I busted it. I broke this woman off. She had this orgasm. I'm this cool. Nah, it's none of that ego trip. Is that you're just helping her and assisting her in whatever it may be to be sexually fulfilled in her desires, so she could be a happier. It's all women. I think it comes down to health. You know, the sexual energy and the moving throughout the chakras is essential. Not even, I think, you know, the orgasmic and all that kind of stuff, but just to be healthy, to be vibrant for her bones. Her bones, and I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but it's just to be encouraged for women to love, to be able. It's shut the fuck up. This society, whatever, it doesn't. It's not conducive to love, and so I think that's what the problem is that women, when they love or they care, they're open up and they can be hurt or rejected. So just creating a safe place for women to be free, to love, to have fun. You have to be able to let go of the world for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to escape reality. You could have a career and you could have a fucking ambition and all that type of stuff, but you have to escape, and that's the help of a man that I'm trying to help women, is to be able to have a career and be equality and successful, but be able to enjoy life too, to be able to get away and laugh. Women need to laugh, they need to sing, they need to praise, they need to celebrate life, they need to fuck or whatever they want to do to let loose, to rip it, you know what I'm saying? And alright, that's all I got for today. Peace out. Love you guys.